The Britain of 50 years ago was a very different place. In 1948, the nation was still counting the cost of victory in World War II. It was a country about to lose an empire, and it was a country that was almost exclusively white. But Britain was about to face the biggest wave of non-white immigration in its history, a wave that would bring 500,000 people from the West Indies. This is their story, the hopes they brought, the reality they found.
You would see sign put up, rooms for rent, no niggers need apply.
You felt that you were an intruder, and truly, you were a foreigner.
It is the story of those who resisted change.
Just feel, especially in everyday life, as the English population thought, my God, we have a black population that is going to stay.
Immigration! No! Repatriation! Yes!
Our story begins exactly 50 years ago with the historic voyage of 500 West Indians on the Empire Windrush. June 21st, 1948. Although the Windrush had come 5,000 miles to Britain, to most on board it seemed like a homecoming. Back in the colonial Caribbean they had left, everyone was steeped in a way of life that was entirely British.
We were brought up that we are British, and we were brought up that England is your mother country, and we were brought up to respect the royal family. So no way any of us would ever dare to go and speak anything against the royal family.
When World War II broke out in 1939, it seemed entirely natural that 10,000 West Indians would volunteer for the war effort. This squadron, Jamaica Squadron, was named after the island that paid for the planes. But it was in manpower rather than money that the Caribbean made its biggest contribution.
I was still in college at the time, and I remember these white men came from England, and they took these, what we call trucks, open trucks, and they went to all the country parts, the little nooks and crannies, and they begged people to come and fight for your motherland, come and fight for England.
Those days.
I went to England in 1940 to join the Royal Air Force. Why? Well, Jamaica was a colony then, and I suppose all loyal colonials, young men anyway, would feel you had a duty. Plus, I had a copy of Mein Kampf and was browsing through it. I came across a passage where Hitler described black people and Jews as semi-developed, anthropoidal, that sort of thing. Very derogatory terms. And as a young man, he said, to hell with you. If that's the way you think, I'm going to fight this war. I'm going to join the Air Force, and I'm going to shoot your tail off and come back home.
West Indians and Britons not only lived together, they also died together.
Of the 250 of us who came from Trinidad alone, 52 were killed. One of them was in class with me at school, but we ended up on the same squadron. We were doing low-level daylights at the time. And he was killed on the 7th operation.
But with Hitler defeated, British attitudes to the West Indians changed.